I wanna tell you about my hometown. It's a dusty old jewel in the South Puget Sound, where the factories churn and the timber's all cut down, and life goes by slow in Tacoma. People, they laugh when they hear you from my town. They say it's a sour and used up old place. I've defended its honor, shrugged off the put-downs. They know that you pour from Tacoma. The buildings are empty like ghettos of ghost towns. It gives me a chill to think of what was inside. I can't seem to fathom the dark of my history. I invented my own in Tacoma.
We're like considered a nano brewery, but we're considered micro by the government, but we're considered nano by drinkers. I like to call us a bantam brewery. So we're taking water from our lauter tun and we're gonna be pumping it over into the mash tun. The zoning in Tacoma is really difficult. It took us about a year to get through everything. And we're actually on the edge of the old historical brewery district. It's difficult every step of the way. The only real kind of electronic machine that we have in here is our pump over there. Everything else is done by hand, gravity, and direct fire. Well, every time we brew one barrel or two regular-sized kegs. We can only brew right now 2 or 3 times a week, depending on how much dry hopping we're doing. And since we're getting ready for this pale launch, we're doing a lot of dry hopping. This is the last of our Centennial hops until our next order comes. Centennial hops and Citra hops are all just gone. And yeah, you can't get them, so except maybe buying them retail, which is what we've been doing. Making tea is kind of the best analogy. It's a fancy tea bag, a big metal tea bag. My bag is tiny. That's our second hopping. It's like watching soup boil. That's one thing though, if you're ever feeling hungover, you can eat a bunch of yeast. All that vitamin B, man, it'll fix you right up. Clearly too hot. That's why. Shit. Come on. Scrubbing all these little circles. That's the first employee we hire is gonna be solely to scrub this. I'm not a fan of cleaning forever.
I thought in our last meeting that the compromise was, okay, this is the charity event for July and this is the charity event for August, and that we would then continue to give the charity a different charity in September.
And I thought it was, we have set ourselves up to donate one way. Every keg sale, $5. So it's like, this is something different. How are we gonna then reconcile that with what we previously agreed to? We will then, on the next 26 sales, $5 out of each equals $130, or we pocket those $5 because we already gave this keg away, and that equals out. But again, if the three of you, if we come to, it's fine. I didn't understand. I thought we were doing it one way. That's all.
And my only thinking is, if we were doing
what it's going to do though is, I'm not going to really like giving away more kegs.
The thing is, we got to come up with and decide about as if we were doing every 26 sales. Mm-hmm. That's great in my opinion if we have a higher volume. If we don't, then it really appears that we're not giving very much because we really aren't.
I mean, I was okay with the idea because we have a built-in way where it's not gonna, hurt us, and I don't see why we would change that.
free keg is
$130.
a realization loss of 130 net.
I think the worst thing we could do is say we're going to give to charity and then wind up not having any money to actually give to them. And I understand, like, yeah, the $130, we give away a keg to these guys, and that counts towards charity, sure, but I still think we should still be giving $5 from every actual sale anyway.
I disagree.
I mean, we are, but
giving
I'm
away
just
is giving away.
So if
Right,
we make
yeah.
it up in, by then counting the numbers of sales afterwards to then equal that amount, then that's still the amount we would have given away from just those sales.
Importance of the first chance people will get to taste one of the beers that we hope will be one of our 3 main brands. I want to look a little more professional. A lot of work goes into it, a lot of planning, and then in the end, hopefully we made a good product and everybody has a good time at the release and everybody can get some beer. We're kind of putting ourselves out there. This is our recipe, and it's the first time that everyone in Tacoma has a chance to get to try it.
What would make your day to hear people say when they try it? What are some words that you would like to hear?
That they want to buy it again. Definitely. That they're proud that this beer comes from Tacoma. I've always been an artist. Making beer is definitely an art, and it's a very industrial sort of craft, and but it's also a beautiful sort of art that takes a lot of time and energy to master, like any other art. There's a big difference just talking to a lot of my friends who decided to stick with corporate jobs, even though they know there's a glass ceiling for them, and then they're gonna have to look for something else if they want to keep moving up. For me, the sky's the limit, and that's what I love about owning my own business and owning it with some really good guys, is that I love getting up for work every day. I'm having a great time. Right now I'm having a great time every time I go into the brewery, and I'm gonna have a great time tonight at this event.
Well, tonight we are releasing our Pinup Pale Ale.
Hopefully with our release, a lot of buzz starts about this beer, and then we can get into lots more places.
It is very stressful. It's been caused a lot of angst recently. I wake up in the middle of the night going, what if we can't sell the beer? We're gonna go bankrupt. Oh no.
It could, yeah. If it turns out people don't like this beer, then we'll have to come back from that and figure back to the drawing board kind of thing. So it'll probably clear up. What I'm thinking. Since we fill our cakes by hand, so the bottom is sometimes cloudier.
Well, the taste is okay though, but
that's all I care about.
But I've known these guys since high school, so I get a pint of the porter and a pint of the Pinup too. I've just seen these guys grow their vision from just brewing beer in their garage to launching it at bars.
That's good.
Like a 6.5%, 7%.
Oh my gosh, this is so good. I like it. I should bless it.
Initially you get the taste from the hops, and then you get kind of that biscuity malt flavor, and that's very distinctive of pale ales. And then lastly you get the yeast flavor, which is how it finishes, and it's kind of sweet and chewy, like a really rich red wine kind of.
I don't know, it has its own unique taste about it. It's just really good. I've never had a beer like it. It's a good beer. Really good. I'd buy it. I'd buy it in a heartbeat.
I bought the pale ale. I had a taster of it. It was fantastic. I'm going over to a buddy at mine house and drink this beer. A gallon.
I think it's going great. People like the pale, so I'm happy to see that people are enjoying it, saying it's good. It's great news.
You know, but we really are just doing it. We're just 4 guys that love it.
Now we decided to follow our dreams and open a brewery.
And we're all excited to make good beer and bring this product into the world.
Beer for us is all about trying different things, trying new things. So we're just trying to bring our product in and bring something that people haven't tried before.
Some people say there's a beer for everyone. I say I wish they were all for me.
What I hope this becomes is, who knows? Let me just sort of ride it and see where it goes.
Craft beer is a lot of fun right now. It's one of the few growing industries in our economy, and we're really excited to be a part of it.